All right, let's get right into it, because what we're about to cover could totally change how you think about AI. See, getting ahead of the curve is way, way easier than you think. And that's because almost everyone is using tools like ChatGPT, well, completely wrong.
Yep, you're seeing that right. A full 99% of people using this stuff are missing out on its true potential. They're just leaving all this incredible power on the table, and they don't even know it.
And this quote pretty much nails the problem. Most people are treating AI like it's just a smarter search engine. You type in a simple question, you get a simple answer back. It's fine, but it's barely scratching the surface of what this tech can really do. But that's the old way of thinking. We're about to show you the exact features that separate the casual users from that top 1%, the people who aren't just asking AI questions, they're building entire systems with it. And you know what the best part is? This isn't some super technical thing that only coders can do. Nope. Even if you're a total beginner, these simple steps are going to put you light years ahead of almost everyone else. So let's jump into the first big shift. So first things first, you have to stop treating ChatGPT like a stranger. You've got to introduce yourself. And we do this by personalizing it with a feature called custom instructions. Honestly, this one thing alone will completely transform your results. I mean, just look at the difference here. It is night and day. Without personalization, you ask a question and you get this generic, totally useless list of ideas. But with it, you get a tailored, step-by-step action plan that actually gets who you are. It's the exact same prompt, but the outcome is just worlds apart. So how do you actually do it? It's really just two simple steps. First, you tell it how to act. You give it a personality. You could say, act like a ruthless mentor who gives direct advice. Second, you tell it about you. What are your goals, your skills, your limits? This context is everything. It's what turns it from a generic tool into your personal tool. Okay, so you've given it a personality. Awesome. But what about its memory? You see, the top 1% of users, they don't waste time re-explaining themselves over and over. They use a feature called projects to give the AI a long-term memory for specific goals. Just think of a project like a dedicated folder for one specific thing you're working on. Maybe it's launching a new product, or planning your workouts, or learning a new language. Each project has its own memory, so everything stays organized, and the AI always knows what you're talking about. And this is where it gets really, really powerful. Inside each project, you can upload your own stuff: documents, research, competitor analysis, customer feedback, you name it. You're basically letting the AI analyze the gold you're already sitting on, so every single conversation starts from a place of deep, deep knowledge. All right, let's kick it up a notch. Once you have your personalized AI with a long-term memory, you can start using the features that let it actually go out and do things for you. This is a huge shift in thinking. In normal mode, ChatGPT just answers you. But in what's called agent mode, it acts for you. You can give it a big, high-level goal, and it will just go and execute a whole plan to get it done. No handholding needed. Just think about what that really means for a second. It can do live market research on the web, it can analyze your competitors, it can read through thousands of customer reviews to find what people are complaining about, and then find gaps in the market. This is stuff that used to take teams of people days to do, and it can literally validate a whole business idea in just a few minutes. Now, all this brings up that classic question that gets so many people stuck. We all know prompts are important, but how on earth do you write the perfect one every single time? Well, here's the secret. You don't. You actually turn the tool back on itself. You can ask ChatGPT to create the perfect prompt for you. You just describe what you're trying to do, and it will generate a super detailed prompt template you can use again and again. You're basically building a library of expert prompts without having to be a prompt expert yourself. It's genius. And that brings us to maybe the most powerful idea of all. Instead of just using a general AI, what if you could build your own specialized version? One that's programmed to do one specific task perfectly. Well, that's exactly what custom GPTs let you do. And you'd be surprised how simple it is. You just give it a name, say digital product creator, then you give it instructions, which is like its brain, telling it what it's an expert in, and finally, you add a few conversation starters to make it easy to kick things off. That's it. You're done. Let that really sink in for a minute. This isn't just some neat little feature. You are literally learning how to build your own custom AI tools for any task you can dream up, whether that's writing marketing copy or planning out your weekly meals. So what happens when we pull all of these pieces together? Well, we create a workflow, A complete system that uses every single feature we just talked about. This is what the top 1% of users are actually doing. The system looks just like this. You start a project to give it memory and context, then you unleash agent mode to do all the heavy lifting and research. You upload your specific sources, you then go to your own custom GPT to build out the strategy, and finally, you use your prompt templates to execute the plan. See how each piece just builds on the last? And the result of all this? A massive task, like creating a full product launch plan. Something that would normally take a team about 3 weeks can now be done with this AI system in roughly 2 hours. The jump in efficiency is just staggering. So really, the whole mindset shift is this. The goal isn't to be a passive user who just asks questions anymore. It's to be an active builder who puts these features together to create powerful, automated systems that do the work for you. And that really just leaves us with one final question. After seeing all this, are you happy just using AI like a fancy search engine? Or are you ready to start building with it? Because the gap between those two things, that's where all the opportunity is right now.